Hello there. It's me, the Sailor Gaming. We're welcoming you to part 29 of this Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition on PC playthrough. Alright, everybody, let's continue. Okay. Get on our charger. The Meridian.
A fork. This must be where Nathan was supposed to check in. Damn!
No, just passing by. Crap. Okay, that's how it's gone to Meridian, oh well. Going over here.
You're Three-Toe Huadiv, right? Vanasha sent me. What happened?
I got hornswoggled, that's what. Vanasha batted her lashes, wiggled her hips, and promised us treasure. Clear a path for the royals, she said. Sneak past the garrison and skewer a few watches. Hardly a bother. Little did we know there was a damned monstrosity lurking underground. When will I learn not to gawk at skinny girls?
Okay.
So Vanasha needed safe passage for Nasadi and Idaman, but it didn't work out?
She made it sound so sweet and easy. Find the best path to the lake, make sure it's safe. What could go wrong? Turns out, a lot. Like bloody murder in the grinding jaws of a heinous death beast.
Okay.
Why do you think Vanasha swindled you?
My crew came to Sunfall because we heard the bounties were fat. She offered us the fattest one of all, enough to retire on. It's my own damned fault for taking the bait. Should have known I'd end up with a rupture in my useful parts.
Huh?
Something attacked you from underground.
Oh, you picked that up, did you? I wondered why the Shadow Carja didn't pay attention to the pass. Well, they don't need to. A rock-eating demon guards it for them. It tunnels in the dirt, breaks through the earth, and blasts rocks from its stinking face. I barely escaped. My comrades weren't so lucky. I might shed a tear if they weren't all cutthroats and cheaters.
Okay, come take it out.
Vanasha will be here soon with Nasadi and Itamen. I've got to destroy that thing in the past before they arrive.
You're not too bright, are you? Well, we didn't last long against it, but I'll tell you what I know. It has armor everywhere, a little less at the rear. And when it goes underground, it will lose track of you if you're quiet. You might even be able to keep it from going under altogether if you hit its big crooked arms hard enough.
Okay.
That's all I can offer, friend. I promise to look solemn at your funeral before I hit the bar.
Alright. Okay, take those.
Come on, then. Save these for the trail.
He's down. Alright, loot this. Okay. Loot this. 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 And the other one over there. All the stuff I need. Put this. Two. Oh. Put this. This. I didn't loot the machine yet. Okay. Okay, got disassemble that. Disassemble that. Disassemble these. That. 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 Okay, for some of these. These. Some of these. All these. Some of these. Right? Okay. Get those shards from that. Okay, now. Now we're gonna turn this in.
I thought I killed it. By the radiant sun, I can't believe it. I thought that evil rock chewer would grind you up. After that miracle, all we can do is wait. Vanasha will be here soon, along with a boat that'll take the royals across the lake.
Okay.
Ah, little huntress. Glad you accepted my invitation to play bodyguard. Where are your men, Huadiv? It looks like something chewed you up and spat you out.
That's pretty much exactly what happened.
The way is clear. Can we go?
I like how you always cut to the chase. In this case, literally. It won't be long before you're followed. Don't be afraid, Your Radiance. We've got excellent protection.
Okay.
Oh dear. Here come the Shadow Carter, and they're very angry with me.
I'll hold them off.
Very noble of you, but when I start a fuss, I like to finish it. Not that your assistant isn't welcome. Huadiv, get Itaman and his mother to the shore. Carefully. So it comes to this. I must say, after 2 years under the heel of these zealots, I'm ready to extract a little blood. Some traps would be nice. Shall we prepare a little surprise for them?
They won't see it coming.
Okay.
Take cover up there, behind that rock. Here they are. Let's make it hurt, shall we?
Why is this here?
She wins that away.
Whoa!
Well, that was entertaining.
Okay.
I suspect we're not done. More of the bastards. Get ready. Be cautious and come. Let's try something new, shall we?
Okay. Here you go.
What if we tried this? Oh, I do love... This is gonna sting a little. Well now,
There you
seems I
go.
worked up a bit of a sweat.
Okay. Okay. One trap, another trap that didn't explode. Only one trap exploded. Explode all these. Okay, can't loot him. This. No, not that. This one. Oh, this. Must be another. No, I don't want that. Okay.
I don't want to jinx it, but we might be in the clear. A bit late, aren't we, gentlemen?
Sorry, ma'am. The boat's waiting.
Crap.
Damn, I spoke too soon.
This one's mine. Get to the boat.
You know, this time I think I might be out of my league. If anything happens to her, I will be very cross.
We're not going anywhere.
Oh, I ain't over yet. Oh, crap.
So fall the enemies of Shadow. Oh, great. On.
Don't see me, don't see me.
All right. Okay.
They're scanning for me.
do it. That should do it. That should do it. That should do it. Okay, now he's down, right? Alright. Do it while I can. Alright. Can't take that. It's full capacity. Okay. That. That. Grab that.
Not exactly a royal barge, is it? Oh well, defectors can't be choosers. Let's get aboard, shall we?
Off we go.
You've done a good thing. Maybe even ended a war.
Maybe. But my war just keeps going.
Edaman, my brother, welcome home. You have nothing to fear. You are now under the protection of the Sundom. My protection. As is your mother, she will not be harmed. You have my word, the law of the sun. Aloy, it seems I see your influence everywhere. You've done so much for the Sundom. and it will always be appreciated. You have my thanks. May you walk in the light.
Appalling. I spent 2 years in the Forbidden West setting this up, and the redhead gets all the credit?
I'm still getting paid, right?
You'll be lucky if I let you live.
Huh.
I couldn't have done this without you. When we meet again, I'll give you a proper thanks. I promise.
Okay.
Fine goods for a fair price.
Okay. Do the cauldron now.
There are no shadows under the noonday sun. Machines or bandits try to get past me, they'll have to fight. Mark my
Okay, let's grab that. Okay.
Need them soon enough.
Okay. Okay. I think it's my charger mounts. Okay. Let's go. That thing will go through first. Nice trotting speed. Oops, sorry. I'll go this way. Right. Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, there we go. Alright.
I guess I can't blame you for that.
Okay. Okay, let's go. Quite good now. Let's do this.
That won't bring the dead back, but it might save some others.
Do that one.
Took them long enough.
Passing by, boys. Crap, I made. I goofed. Ah, boy. Crap. Crap. Oh, crap, come on. Crap.
Just go about your business.
Come on.
Just stay out of their way for now.
Okay, he's down.
Good find.
Okay, let's go.
Thought they'd go on forever.
Okay, now I've got to find a way in here.
Are you giving away that?
Okay, where is it? What's this?
Woods. Roots and trunks. Look out below!
Is that it over there? This must be it. Okay. All right, here we are. Alright, here we go. Grab these.
Stocking up.
Yep. Okay, now let's loot this stuff over here. Okay, more loot. More medicine. Thunderjaw. Okay. There's that one there.
that away.
Okay, grab that. Okay. There we go.
Someone's grumpy.
Okay, come on, come on, come on. Okay, there we go. Crap. Can't loot it. Oh well.
Good haul.
Trying to loot that thing, but it won't let me reach it. Look this.
These will keep.
Okay. All this stuff here.
Saving these for the trail.
That's someone I can't reach. Alright. Alright.
Information to help me override more machines.
Rock records on the Thaw and Stormbird. Okay. Not my charger. Okay, going this way. I gotta cut this way. Alright. Alright.
Aren't you a little out of your way, Nora? Your sacred lands don't extend this far.
I go where I like. What do you do here?
I'm the keeper of these hunting grounds, which means, of course, that I'm the local representative of the Hunter's Lodge.
Okay.
To be more specific, I oversee the leverage trials here. Not that a vagabond Nora has any chance at passing them.
Oh.
You might be surprised.
I doubt it.
So how'd you wind up here?
I didn't wind up here. It's an honor. I don't expect you to get it, but I'm well regarded at the Hunter's Lodge back in Meridian.
So much so that they sent you out here to pitch your tent in the wilds?
Are you going to take part in a trial or stand here prattling at me?
Tell me about the trials.
These hunting grounds offer the leverage trials. They focus on gaining an edge by leveraging machines against each other. You might, for instance, take a weapon from one machine and use it on another. It's hard, but the firepower is often worth the risk.
Tell me more about the Hunter's Lodge.
It's a Karja tradition. Noble families have run the lodge for generations.
I see.
We compete to hunt the most dangerous machines. You've already won 3 half-suns. so you're eligible to enter the lodge in Meridian. But don't expect a warm welcome. It's a noble institution, not a drinking hole for savages. Let me know which trial you're interested in. For this trial, you must use the cannon on a Ravager's back to take down other machines. You can shoot the cannon off, or use that special spear of yours to take control of the Ravager and make it fight for you. Oh, and here's a special tip. Try using tear blast arrows on Ravager cannons. They'll knock them off in one hit.
Okay.
And so, it's time to begin.
Okay. Start over. Okay.
Still surprised.
Come on, where's the cannon drop? There it is. Basically, it's hope it didn't reset it. Right.
I can't believe it. You've earned a blazing sun on the first try.
Okay.
For this trial, you must use the Thunderjaw's cannon to destroy Ravagers. You can shoot the cannon off, or use that special spear of yours to take control of the Thunderjaw and make it fight for you. Oh, and you may want to use Tear Blast arrows on the Thunderjaw's cannon. One hit will knock it right off.
Okay.
Good luck. You'll need it.
4 or 3, whatever.
Easier when I was a kid.
not giving up. Get the thing. Come on, man.
careful.
Come on. I did it.
Now they're hunting me.
I can't believe it. You've earned a blazing sun on the first try. I know who you are, girl. The Nora who can control machines. So I've got a trial just for you. This trial requires you to override Ravagers and get them to fight against a Thunderjaw.
Okay.
But if you can't control Ravagers yet, you're not ready for it. I know who you are, girl. The Nora who can control machines. So I've got a trial just for you. This trial requires you to override Ravagers and get them to fight against a Thunderjaw. But if you can't control Ravagers yet, you're not ready for it.
Okay. Very well.
I have to go.
As you like.
Okay, I can't do that yet. Where's the other cauldrons? I'll do that cauldron later then. Okay. And I'm pass by first. Oh, it's turn around, so. Passing through, boys. Okay. Continue with the main story.
This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in.
Right. Gonna bypass you for now.
Rode right into that.
Alright. No, please, I'm just passing through, boys, not here causing trouble.
If they weren't looking for
Okay.
me.
Okay, dismount.
Isn't hunger supposed to keep you sharp? I keep...
Come, take a look. I'll give you a good price. Take a look at these wares.
I've got all the best... One day, our son came and taken. The next, he's gone. It's like some horrible dream. Is it anyone? The son abducted. He's incompetent allowed to pull up
Okay.
What are the Kaja without a Sun King? Can we even call ourselves Kaja?
Okay. Here we go. Crap.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
Okay.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused.
Okay.
No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Okay.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure, as year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello?
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage East. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the Earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. Malfunction. Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Stoback here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. See, by now,
Uh-oh.
Guess you can't have everything.
That will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now, will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Okay.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
From lounge staff to admin. Subject: another incident. This morning's unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich is another example of reception's need for additional support. We anticipate that Zero Dawn is an immensely complicated project, as the staff who serve on the front line were tied up being neglected. As we have already requested, we need human translators, fluent in Polish, for example, security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example, and dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and bases at reception staff, for example. Yes, most of the candidates are reasonably calm and well behaved, but we need help handling the exceptions to that rule. Please respond. From reception staff to admin, we need support to reception staff continues to require additional support managing Zero Dawn candidates when they arrive at the facility. Many are frightened or confused. Some are highly agitated. These are not the sort of persons who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. At minimum, we need human translators. The Langbots are not sufficient, and mild sedatives for the extreme cases. Any and all support will be welcome. Perhaps you could start by responding to one of these mails.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
From lounge staff to admin, restock rails. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of organic cucumber mint or blackberry savage varietals, I'm going to lose it. Please respond, and this time, no tempest in a teapot or steep demand jokes, okay? From lounge shift to admin, subject soundproofing. Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones who scream or sob can be plainly heard by the candidates waiting their turn in the lounge. Just a thought.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
ZD-01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating, waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day, the day that life on Earth ceases to exist, is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, Out.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it. Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Alright, gotta take these guys out.
That is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them?
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pake wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
Okay. For the briefing effort, presentation 1. Candidates must be allowed to ask questions and be given necessary time to fully absorb the information they have received. It's important to be aware that candidates have just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. It is essential to stress that all other options for combating the Pharaoh plague and preserving continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Communicate this back calmly but clearly and firmly. Familiarize with the data on catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus a swarm. Addendum B1 and feasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar, or undersea structures. Addenda C1, C2, C3, so that you can counter candidate's objections in depth. The candidate asks for time alone to review supplementary information. Allow this without hesitation. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Candidate should be only cleared to proceed to presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Note that real-time support will be available via your focus. Security and medical status crisis teams are data corrupted.
What? Let me do it the hard way.
Bleed before the
We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now.
Okay.
The data points, what do they contain?
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there. Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow. Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
Okay.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Harris said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left? Want to discuss?
Whew. So, Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My tastes run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malkeet was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty, too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go. You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines? I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No. I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, That first test run. When you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Man. Okay, open the door.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake. Each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life, for us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
You're now in possession of information regarding your true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn. Classified far above top secret. As such, regret that you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. There are 3 options available to you at this time point. Please consider each carefully. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. 1. Participation. You will be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult and the project's outcome is uncertain. You will be expected to work a minimum of 8 hours per week, and your communications with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family or 2 persons of your choosing will be transferred to the Elysium sealed habitat throughout the remaining of your natural lives. 2. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation in Project Zero Dawn, you will be confined indefinitely. You will be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refusal participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you will not be permitted to contact the outside world, and death within 18 months of the feral plague is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released. 3. Medical euthanasia. The information you have just received understandably calls into the question of the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical euthanasia is available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may insist to opt for participation or confinement. Please notify a counselor when you are ready to make your choice, or if you have further questions. It's virtually important that candidates choose to participate in Project Zero Dawn voluntarily and knowingly, without additional coercion and without value judgment on the part of the counselor. Confirm for candidates that were selected due to their skill sets and accomplishment. Emphasize that their dedicated participation in Zero Dawn increases project chances of success. Framing participation in Zero Dawn as an opportunity to respond actively in the face of an overwhelming threat. Candidates may question the fairness of their selection, validate such objections as normal, even admirable responses, emphasize the value of candidates' expertise to the future, not just of humanity, but terrestrial life as a whole. Likewise, candidates may balk at the morality of extending their lifespans and those of loved ones beyond 0 day. Validate their hesitation and not judge that while the reward of Elysium is not fair, it will be earned. If possible, reject their ethical misgivings towards a greater commitment to the project. When candidates challenge the plausibility of Project Zero Dawn, permit them to review Dr. Sobek's presentation many times as they wish, and allow access to supplemental articles G01 through P20. All of them suspend their interview to fully process the documentation. A significant minority of candidates will elect for medical euthanasia. It's important to receive this decision kindly and without judgment. Advise them of the 48-hour waiting period, during which counselors will be available to discuss the decision. Emphasize that euthanasia will not occur without repeated consent when the procedure is scheduled to take place. No one will be euthanized against her or his will. Candidates who elect indefinite detention must be informed that they have 40 hours to reverse their decision, after which the decision data corrupted.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard, to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
If you're still nauseous. No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timor. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock? You'd grow old together with your loved ones in safety. I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family? I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized.
What?
A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years. I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words. I'm sorry. Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over. I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Okay.
Is he to make sure I behave this time?
Security. For your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. He's kind of blue skying. It's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
Well, he's being detained.
Intruder! Get her! Get over
Whatever
here!
you do, don't die now.
Let this impale the enemy! Oh, John, guide this to my foot!
Okay.
This is doesn't kill me.
Alright.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus. This might even the odds.
Now, those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day, I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? No, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural it'd be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea?
Oh, boy.
Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Oh, boy.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair, not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Okay. Grab that.
Here we go. Another one of these. Need to find the right configuration. There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
Oh. Oh. I get up there.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake. I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe anyway.
Oh.
Found one. Looks intact.
Okay.
That should do the trick. Now let's get that door open.
Okay.
That did it. Door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Okay. There you go.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Okay.
got us a corpse over here. Someone just killed one of us.
Okay, we're gonna do this quite and carefully. All right.
Nothing there.
Okay, he's down. Okay. One left.
Take a look at this corpse.
Calm.
She's here.
Go.
That's the last of them.
Alert. H-lock structural failure. Repeat.
Or not.
A gift from the shadow. Can't evade the shadow.
Room's clear.
Okay.
For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Alright, okay. Let's loot these guys.
My turn.
Oh, there is the loot.
Alert. Area inaccessible. Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
Okay. Okay, just assemble those. Assemble those. Assemble the assemble these. Okay. I just have some of those now. Assemble these. Assemble. Okay.
Looking good.
Right. Okay, now we're done that. From Elizabeth Sobek to Margot Shen. Subject, full speed ahead. Margot, if I doubted your brilliance in the slightest, I wouldn't have picked you as that Ephesus Alpha. You need to stop worrying about your age and communication style. You are who you are. Have confidence in yourself. Know what you're doing. Case in point, the latest draft of your plan for the construction and stocking of bootstrap cells to store raw materials is excellent. This is combined with your design for the AM Foundry core and the Foundry site selection plan. Add up to a comprehensive plan. It's time to start construction. One detail. Consult with Aloy Okilo before you finalize the silos inventories. Ephesus first task will be to fabricate, grow a cell, will construct a waveform broadcast tower. Whenever we'll use to transmit the activation code. So many exact materials needed for the wave tower should be accounted for in the inventory plan. Elizabeth.
I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. A waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical at places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15
Hello,
years ago.
I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus.
Has been forced
As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots.
Stalkers, Ravagers,
Her personal forge. Except,
how could it do that?
It's not that simple.
And why?
You probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well,
didn't need to activate
we are going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. A waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots, and not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose.
Okay, anything down here? Nope.
Be prepared. I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
There's more of them.
More clips.
Careful now.
It's gonna be tricky.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world, ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. And last, but not least, the development of the holographic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Okay. From Samina Abaji to Elizabeth Sobek, subject encapsulated DNA. And the winner is encapsulated DNA. Over the past 10 days, I performed an exhaustive review of data storage solutions, magnetic, optical, quantum, even that eternity tech that is FAS was chilling a year or so ago. But every other solution has got one or more fatal shortcomings: too heavy to transport, too massive to install in the allocated space, too powerful, too intensive over the centuries, too prone to failure past 300, 400 years, etc. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold the 40 plus zettabytes we're projecting for Apollo. There are still many details to finalize, of course. To start with, we need to select an inert material in which will embed the molecules, already testing 16 candidate materials as well as design and fabricate power systems and sealed reliquaries that will keep the DNA at minus 18 degrees Celsius for 1,000 plus years. So as long as I assure you that it didn't factor into my decision, may I confess that I deem it entirely fitting. The pride is that we will be using the very building blocks of life to preserve human knowledge from mechanized extinction. It's not just ironic, but heroic. Life as a hero, beating back the forces of oblivion. In any case, much to do. Until next time, peace with you, Samina. From Samina Bashi to Elizabeth Sobek. Apollo update. Over the past few months, the full benefit of our procurement of a copy of Homer archive from Barzina has made itself known, and as a result, all of Apollo's key deliverables are on schedule. Apollo has already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries and continues to grow. Physical science modules are effectively complete, with soft science modules close behind. World history, cultural data, and media archives are also on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up a bit ahead of schedule due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. I suppose the tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea doomed that goal from the onset, with the attendant curricula development about to begin. Speaking of terrestrial curricula, they are performing well in testing, with children and adolescents demonstrating high levels of engagement with and trust in the Aristotle and Aspasia persona. Personally, I find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. I wish half my professors had been so entertaining. Okay. Okay.
She can't hide forever.
All of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
That shot nearly had me.
Crap.
Quietly. About to get low.
Crap.
She's gone.
Okay.
You will perish!
Okay, come on. Come on, I see you. Okay, there you go.
In what should have been a cave of wonders.
All right. Okay. Grab that. Yeah.
Dr. Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers. It wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope that there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Oh, I'm one of those people.
Welcome to Hades. Zero Dawn's extinction failsafe protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere you're growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
Right.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
Okay. From Travis Tate to Elizabeth Sobek. Subject, noise complaints. Color me confused, Lizzie. Bash core? Anyone who says that the old TT codes Bash core is straight up line. And you know, old Trav don't have no truck with commercialized razzle dazzle. Heck, I'd rather guzzle a liter Ceterum runoff than listen to Grey Swarm for 30 seconds and to God and swear on my mama's grave. And she was religious. Now that ain't Basscore blasting the Hades lab, shaking the walls and rattling folks' teeth. It's death metal, girl. Classic music, 80s and 90s mostly. Got me some Dutch deathcore, some Japanese gore grind, some Swedish cannibal theme stuff too. Stop by if you want to listen. Oh, or heck, just come within 50 meters of the lab. Ain't no Basscore, or you'll see, or hear rather, in the street chat runs there and feel the throbbing pulse of the floor and walls, ceiling swelling you up like you was Jonah trapped in the gullet of the deathfish. Hallelujah! As for those requests to turn it down, no can do, Lizzie. This is how I code. Turn down my death metal, might as well give up stimulants, chocolate malts, and industrial accident bits. Last I heard, we were supposed to be coding Hades down here. Am I really supposed to code an extinction protocol without death metal to inspire me? No, I don't think so. Stay cool, Trav. Tate here. Just plump 3 blues, I earned it. Finally figured out the Goldilocks solution to Gaia's rather extreme executive authority. If they ain't worth 10 to 12 hours of dream time, what is? Before this, every usurpation protocol I designed failed in simulation because it was either too hard or too soft. Too hard, and it degraded Gaia to the core. Shirt pried her fingers off the figurative drawing wheel so Hades could take control, but by breaking her fingers, sometimes her arms too, so that couldn't fly. Everything depends on Gaia taking control back after Hades done its business. So I had to find a solution that didn't leave Gaia any worse for the wear. To soften Gaia, I pretend to relinquish control. In simulation after simulation, Hades would take command of the terrifying system and reverse operation on to have Gaia lurk in the background, quietly reversing processing, and falsifying telemetry to hide this interference. Sneaky, I swear, ain't nothing Gaia won't do to keep her life going, even when it says simulated plant life. Turns out the just right solution is to isolate Gaia in a protective code shell, preserving its integrity, then unseat it from command position so Hades can slip into the figurative captain's stare and work its magic. Those blues are coming on strong now, so I'm not really describing it so clear, but pretty sure it worked. Yeah, those blues are pretty strong. Guess it's time to sleep in bed. I'll be back tomorrow, alligators. Some Mina Bachi to Travis Tate. CC subject. Subject, archive use, mistake. This mail concerns Apollo Archive submission number 00023 876. Your 666 submission in just 5 days. Oh, and oh, what a doozy. Despite earlier warnings regarding inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic masters of acknowledged classics, the extreme explosion cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 counts. One, for giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, thereby denying your favorite Eastern European torture flicks and their help to the deaths heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I have saved the future of humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just one, but all 16 installments of Make Millipede Don't Rate, as lean material has already been preserved. Extreme perhaps bad art. Thank you for clarifying a concept that has been so long has been ambiguous and effortlessly fraught for the archivists such as myself, the definition of obscenity. You have freed me from the seductive quagmire embodied in George Potter's famous utterance. I know it when I see it. Thanks to you, I can now apply the single objective criterion. If Travis Tate submitted, it's obscene. Accordingly, I have directed Apollo staff to summarily reject all your future submissions sight unseen. Perhaps you might invest time you would have spent preparing further submissions on, oh, I don't know, your assigned work. You have a world to save after all, or the rest of us do anyway. Dr. Samina Bashi.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem, to say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Okay. From Patrick Brochard-Klein to Elizabeth Sobek. Subject, FC Chambers. The electromagnetic chambers arrived 2 days ago. I spent the last 36 hours examining them and poring over technical documentation. They're a revelation, astonishing. I don't know what you had to give far zenith in trade to get these chambers, but it was worth it. And singly, they're virologists have vaulted past 50 years of technical shortcomings. The risk of ECMO resolved, nutrition delivery resolved, hormonal stability resolved, 12 other risk areas resolved. But before I examined these chambers, I considered the Odyssey to be a fool's errand. The rest of FC's technology is at this level. A human colony around Sirius doesn't seem to be possible after all. Mass fabrication of the chambers will present a number of challenges, but I'm confident they can be resolved. I'm going to rest a few hours, then I'll get back to it. Expect a fabrication plan within 40 hours. PBK. From Patrick Richard Klein to the Sobek, cradle sealed. The Lucia 01 was successfully sealed before the swarm advancing across Xinjiang province could detect it. Ping back from crucial systems is good for our maiden voyage success. Regardless of my disputes with the betas over zygote sex, of course, I understand we have limited overhead to run simulations of gene flow on our future humans, but we can all agree there is a margin of important refinement in our future cradle populations. Donk, in addition to the personally overseeing completion of Lucia 02 inside Mount Namui, I will formulate and propose a modulated zygote selection plan within the week. PBK.
Are these what I think they are?
Artificial wombs.
Patrick Richard Klein to Elizabeth Soda, Fraser Servitor Persona, Della an artificial persona, and A for Cradle Servitors. Nurture disciplinarian healer continues at a good pace. We are targeting turning 0.4% of these constructs. We should allow low-grade empathy and limited improvisation without undermining adherence to codified behavior sets. The stimulus-driven switching of persona is, however, proving to be a greater software challenge than anticipated, especially considering our entrenched feedback loops between the disciplinarian and healer personae. I also attached the reports from an incident where a servitor running the mother personae intervened on the disciplinarian servitor's behavior. Parental argument, if you will, amusing on first glance perhaps, but deeply concerning. I have attached a comprehensive plan for correcting these interactive flow shortcomings and just a data corrected.
Machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
Sorry for the interruption, Solomon.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Okay, up we go. There we go.
Bots would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though caprid forms show superior load-bearing capability. You're a quick study, Gaia. Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event. Oh? And your assessment? Gaia? Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence. And yet, I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning? No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good. Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is, give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol? Of course, Gaia, go on. I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard. There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
Huh.
Looks like it used to hold something. Some component that got removed.
Okay.
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony.
Okay.
What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things.
Okay. Some of those with Sobek to alphas. Subject Odyssey is spelled all. Some terrible news, I'm afraid. Far Zenith has informed me that the Odyssey mission has failed. Last night, telemetry indicated a catastrophic antimatter containment fire as the drive spun up to depart the solar system. The ship, its crew, and its cargo of zygotes had seen its alpha build of Apollo all were lost. Zero Dawn is now the only hope for the continuation of human species and earthly life. We must succeed, Elizabeth.
Should have brought a cart.
Okay.
The Alpha Registry master file.
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
That we must find out. Uh-oh.
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Uh-oh. Get out.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Oh well.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty. That I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun. Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind. As sure as the sun rises and falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. It grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing. And when the true Sun King Itamen was snatched away. It not only grew, but multiplied. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist, a simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
See that scar on your cheek? You didn't get to finish.
Yes, I remember. He fought well. For a savage.
His name was Rost, and he was a better man than you could ever hope to be.
The better man is the one who doesn't end up with his guts steaming on the ground.
Oh.
No. It wasn't him. I could have finished you before he attacked. But I didn't. This failing troubled my thoughts. Haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Meant to eliminate High Priest Bahavas. Meant to snatch Itamen away. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun.
Not happening.
Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
You're a puppet.
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings. A pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it. You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt.
Bullshit.
And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then open your cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas, it all seems to have been unnecessary.
Why butcher dozens of innocents for no gain? It's a waste of effort.
You're right. I won't even be there to enjoy it. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus, such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile. So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Oh boy.
Tarja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more. In this, I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold! Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eye of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands!
You can try, but ain't gonna happen, bud.
I'll never do that thing without it. All my weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use strength against it. I wasn't built to take a behemoth charge either. Getting ready to charge. That pillar's weak. Another hit, and that pillar will come down. That makes a mess. He's going to charge.
All right.
Hey! Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it!
Come on.
That canister on its belly. Looks important.
Failed.
Silence! Shadows, kill her! Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Yeah, you heard it, lady. Hello.
Silence. Traitor!
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time, then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corrupted to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans, though of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess. How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy? It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the sun ring at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
Helis recognized you back in the sun ring. You told me that you'd assisted the eclipse, not that you knew the man who killed who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right.
Okay.
I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not going to tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch.
Okay.
I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel.
Yes.
For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who. Yeah!
Okay. Uh, okay. Yes.
Sand in my throat. Burns.
Take on to the nearest campfire, then I'm going to end it there. Hey, that's it for part 29. This is Sarah Gamer. Thank you for watching this playthrough. This video. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. If you did, please give it a like. If you're on a rate, please subscribe to this channel. Helps a lot. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.